Hi, I am here to make some sense of the video you're about to watch. Last week was Halloween, the last week of reading 22 books in 2 months, Palooza Fiesta Extravaganza Special, and it did not go as planned. As some of you know, I'm currently juggling an intensive Dutch course while also working in a supermarket, and this past week, the pandemic numbers in Belgium hit an all-time high. Daily numbers were 5 times as bad as they were in March when we shut everything down, and for some reason, we weren't shutting everything down. Now we're kind of in a space where things are closing. Anyway, seeing as I work in a grocery store and I am learning, having school go to online, which doesn't work for me, and having people be 10 times as rude as they normally are, ooh, she is sensitive. I was not thriving, but I stayed afloat. I stayed afloat. We didn't get a lot of video footage, but I completed the reading challenge. I read all 22 of my books in time. I didn't miss any class. I didn't miss any work, but I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it, Mr. Krabs. So part of me would like to apologize for this video for not being what it normally is, but another part of me is just really stoked that a video is still coming out because I've been trying a lot harder to be more consistent with content, seeing as y'all have been supporting the Patreon. I want to provide. If it weren't for all of you, I would very easily scrap this video and say, well, this sucks, and probably not upload for a hot minute. That's what I would normally do, but it's still nice to touch base and it's still nice to connect. So thank you for wanting to connect back. This is so cool. So let's try and make something of the clips that we have now, shall we? We have some footage of Rumi being an excellent sous chef as he normally is. What you guys don't know is how excited he is about any kind of liquid, period. He loves watching the toilet flush. He loves watching the sink drip. He loves watching any kind of liquid move to any capacity. And so every single morning when I make my coffee and I whisk it up with a little electric mixer, he loses his mind. He's there right in the action every single morning. So this is him doing that. I do have some footage from Monday. I was trying very hard before shit hit the fan. Wet. You are looking at a girl enjoying a head of broccoli alone on a Monday evening. It's the last week of Halloween, i.e. October, and my work and school schedule is so overwhelming. So I'm a little bit low energy, but still happy to be here, promise. Welcome to week 2 of the FORTNIGHT FRIGHTS readathon. This weekend while I edited the last video, I finished Ring by Koji Suzuki, which yes, is the book behind that terrifying movie where the girl crawls out of the well. Don't worry, I will not post any images or video or anything. For some reason, I really didn't believe the critiques on this book, and I should have. What the heck? I may not have given it 1 star, but I'm still going to urge you to not read this book. Nothing was very well done. It wasn't even scary. The first 3 pages freaked me out, just like the movie. In the movie, the opening scene, murder moment, right after they said, I saw her face, I haven't seen that movie since I was 11. 15 years ago I saw this movie and I still have that image seared in my brain. Very rarely is the movie better than the book. It's a cliche for a reason, but the choices that the film decided to make to the story made it so strong. I think the concept of Ring is really cool, but yeah, like the rapey friend, what? Just the multiple rapey characters, not really necessary. The rapey other guy, extremely not necessary. It was a mess. It was a mess and it wasn't good. Maybe it does deserve 1 star, but the concept is still so strong that it didn't execute it well. So it's got something. 2 stars, but don't read it. So on the FORTNIGHT FRIGHTS bingo card, I have now ticked off green cover, translated piece, and now book by an Asian author. We're gonna be getting 2 stars on that because of how long it took Earthlings to arrive at my door. It all works out. Now, the update that really matters. Last week, we viewed an apartment. And as some of you know, we've been trying to move for a very long time. It's been a long, grueling, heartbreaking process. We have a really cute and sweet landlord now, but this space is simply not for us. It is 32 square meters. You're gonna have to do some math if you want to figure out what the heck that is in feet. It's very tiny. It's suitable for a student or a single person, but there's 2 of us and 2 cats. And over the years, we have found a lot of issues with this space. We have a very intense mold problem that has not been addressed. The plumbing is questionable at best. The heating doesn't really work. You have to turn it on and off every hour or so. But the biggest issue is that earlier this year, one of our neighbors attacked one of our other neighbors, which then led that neighbor to knock on our door asking for help and then attacked us as well. And they still live here. That's a whole thing that I don't want to get into, but it's a thing. People smoke in this building in the hallway and are often drunk and yelling and fighting and throwing things and breaking things. It is not cute. We try to make it cute, but it's really not cute. Really not for us. Hence us trying our best to move. So we viewed this apartment. It's got a bathtub. It's got a terrace. It's twice as big. It's in a quieter area, both with with traffic and with people. It's got a bedroom door so we can be in separate areas. The list goes on and on. I am so in love with this apartment. It's clean, there's storage, it's in budget, it's perfect. So we came home, we sent them our motivation letter and all of our information, and within 24 hours, we got the email. Congratulations, you're the new tenant of this apartment. Like I said, I'm very tired right now. Allow me to give you an accurate representation of how this news made me feel. We got the fucking apartment! We got the fucking apartment! We got approved for the fucking apartment! Ah! It's right by a park. It has a bathtub and a terrace and a fucking tiny birdhouse so the cats can see the birds. Fuck! Fuck! It's been 2 years! So we will be moving in a few months. It doesn't feel real. That's my good news. Let's do this. Hold for car. We won't have to do that soon. We won't have to do that in 58 days. So anyway, the next day we were able to sign our lease. What a big day. What a big day.
That's small one.
Okay.
I can kid me.
This week I had 2 12-hour days where I had back-to-back school and then work. Those kick my ass so hard when I just have 1 in a week. So doubling that up, I was scared. But then I was told the morning of my first 12-hour day that school is online. And I know that online school works for a lot of people. Sometimes it's better for people. For me, it just doesn't work. It doesn't feel real. I can't focus to save my life. Zoom makes me crazy. I like to have school separate from home. I don't like to shit where I eat, okay? So when I first found out, oh, I was not having it. Good morning. Class is online again. Still have to work at the grocery store though. Still have to tell people to put their mask over their fucking nose 8 months into the game. I'm stressed. I'm stressed, I'm depressed, and I'm not even well dressed. I hate online so much. Does anyone else just feel that morale is so low when it comes to online? This is so stupid. I hate online so much. Alright, I took my test. I got a B. I promise I'm trying very hard to not be bitter. I am grateful that I'm getting an education. I am grateful that I'm learning this language. I have just tried online schooling already when this whole shit show first started and it doesn't work, and I feel very defeated that we're here right now. In the beginning of the pandemic, Belgium handled everything very, very wonderfully, and now here we are. The turns have tabled and everything sucks. And I have to leave for work in under an hour, and it doesn't feel comfy in the slightest. That's all I have to say. This sucks, and it sucks for mostly everyone. This is not a unique sucking. It sucks for us all. Point of view, you're in class with me on Zoom watching me do the same assignment as you, but I have a tiny cat on my lap. This is what I look like every day. I finished reading Earthlings. It's been a couple days. I'm just tired and sad. There's a word for that. Depressed. I finished Earthlings by Sayaka Murata, and I still can't really form my thoughts into feelings, into words. Overall, it was pretty disappointing, seeing as Convenience Store Woman really blew me away personally. It was really, really weird. All of the sexual trigger warnings. It's another short book by this author, but this one felt long. This one was not easy to get through. It was kind of boring, but it was extremely unique, and it got you thinking. It's something. I was considering giving it 2 stars, really not wanting to, of course, but the ending did boost it up to a 3. It was kind of like, oh, okay, so this is what we're working with. All bets are off. Everything is possible. I'm just along for the ride. And for the most part, I liked the ride. I don't know, it was weird. So now there's 2 days left of the readathon, Halloween and October, and I have 2 graphic novels left. That's very low pressure. I've read 20 books so far. I've got my last 2 here, Jhonen the Homicidal Maniac and The Witch Boy. Let's do this. At this point, I've completed both my 12-hour days. I've had 4 days of school, 3 days of work, and this was the case so I could have Saturday off to do the Halloween flash design palooza extravaganza special at my tattoo artist's shop. Normally this is very reminiscent of Black Friday, where it's kind of first come, first serve. You wake up super early, you get on the train, you wait outside the shop so you can be the first one to choose which tattoo you want. They have pre-made designs and you pick one for the holiday. But seeing as it's COVID, I had to have an appointment, which is fine. I'm happy it still exists. I still got to dress up, but I was running around trying to get ready in such a short amount of time, and I was a alone the whole time. It didn't feel like Halloween, even though I was dressing up and even though I was getting a ghost tattooed on me. Turned into another day of getting my ass kicked because I was quite literally running around the city trying to find elf ears, trying to get my costume to fit on me, dealing with weird body feelings about showing a part of my stomach for the first time in years. It was just silly. It didn't need to be so silly. I really wanted to win the costume contest, and I did. This is what I looked like. I was in such a rush. I didn't even get a picture of my costume. I didn't even get a full head to toe shot of my costume because our apartment is so small. 58 days. It was so nice to see Dana, my tattoo artist. It was cool to win the contest. It was cool to dress up, but being alone on a train in a country that doesn't even celebrate Halloween, dressed as an elf, on one hand, living my best life. On the other hand, another day of feeling other in Belgium and having people give me dirty looks and saying mean things. I get this enough at work, leave me alone. Happy Halloween. So this is the space that I filled. I got this little ghost guy. So we're gonna have the plants come up and go around. I'm so happy to have the tattoo. And it was still a nice day. It still just kicked my ass is all. And I just had my ass kicked for 6 days straight, and I'm tired and I'm sorry and there's not a better video. I read The Witch Boy and Jhonen, homicidal maniac. Nostalgic, incredible, felt like 2006, had a great time. The font is extremely challenging to read and required a lot more effort than I expected. The Witch Boy, super cute concept, wholesome little tale. But what really takes the cake are the color palettes that this author and illustrator chose. Every page blows me away. I could turn to any page and they all, oh, beautiful. I almost dropped it. Beautiful. That was book 21 and 22. We did it. What's to come? No idea. I am lost. So yeah, I hope this pandemic is treating you well. I'm so sorry that this is the world we live in. I wish I could change it. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're having a good week. Thank you for clicking. Thank you for caring. Thank you for being nice. Bye.